I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me now is Jim Foerster, certified consulting meteorologist and Forbes contributor. Jim, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Brittany. Good to be here.
It's good to be talking with you because this is a problem that is impacting the entire country. We have seen extreme temperatures coast to coast. So, just how hot has it been?
It has, as you pointed out, coast to coast has been the biggest factor, and it has been very hot, particularly in areas of the Southwest United States. It's been hot all across the southern United States, but the core of the heat has been really from Arizona through West Texas for about the last 2 weeks. And then it started to expand a little bit more towards Florida. But over there, it's a little bit more of a combination of the heat and humidity. The real heat, the blistering heat, is centered around the Phoenix area and Las Vegas and that part of the Southwest U.S.
You used the term blistering. I've heard excessive heat. We're only in July right now. We still have a long ways to go until the end of summer. Is there relief in sight for these areas in particular?
Uh, Unfortunately, it's the wrong time of year to be looking for relief from heat. It's the hottest area of the United States to begin with, of course, this time of year, and then you throw in some other climate factors. It's hard to break that down really until you start to get some moisture out there later in the late summer. So there really is no end in sight. We may talk about a little more shift a little bit back and forth, like into Texas and Oklahoma a little bit more, and then it might shift back, but it really isn't going anywhere for any time, any in the near future. Certainly, weeks out, it's not going anywhere, and that's we can look out pretty accurately when it comes to patterns like this to see what it would take to break them down, and we're just not seeing anything to unfortunately to break it down. Like I said, it might shift a little, but a lot of people are going to be still experiencing excessive heat. And you asked, like, there's been a lot of terminology around to try and describe this, but taking Phoenix for example, we've talked about that a couple times. Their all-time high that they've had, it was twice. They had it in 1990, quite a while ago, and 2013, a bit ago, 122. They've had like 2 or 3 days at 120. So they haven't, while they haven't broken these records necessarily in a place like Phoenix, having so many days in a row, 21 days, I believe they're at now, above 110. That's just really hard to imagine. So it's that lack of a break that they're just not getting, and then so many of those days that are in this heat wave are right up there, near all-time record highs. Whether or not it's 122 or 120 really doesn't negate the effects that it's having, and it's even at night. I believe Phoenix is at a dozen days in a row now where it's above 90. So that's a problem. Usually we cool off at night and we think of, oh, it'll be hot tomorrow. But even at night, there's little relief. So that's what's making it so horrible. These temperatures maybe aren't all time, but they're not going anywhere, and they've already been there for weeks.